What's up, Wolfpack? Welcome back to another Mindset Monday. We got a good one for you today. I got Justin Sua. Justin, what you got for us today?
Confidence is a very interesting topic because we all want to build it. We want to sustain it. We have coaches wanting their athletes to have confidence. We have athletes doing everything they can to build it and to sustain it for long-term success. But what elite athletes understand and elite performers of any domain understand is that confidence is not an accurate predictor of future success. How many times have you felt confident going into something and failed? And how many times have you not felt confident going into something and succeeded? And so one thing that I would invite you to consider is to focus on building competence and not confidence. I'll never forget one time I was working with an elite athlete and I saw him during a training session and he was struggling. Now, this athlete is one of the best in the world, but he was struggling with simple movements and simple outcomes that he was working on. If anyone would have watched him do this, they would have thought this guy was not one of the best in the world. Now, after the training, I asked him, do you ever struggle with the training like that? Does struggling during training ever rock your confidence? And he taught me a lesson that I'll never forget. He looked at me and he said, during those training sessions, I'm not trying to build confidence. I'm trying to build competence. The confidence will come and go. I think as performers in any domain, we need to understand that for ourselves. Instead of trying to chase confidence of feeling that you're good, you want to chase competence, a knowing that you're good, knowing that you've put in the work day in and day out, that you've set up small objectives and knocked them down day after day. That is where true confidence emerges from. Now, I'm not anti-confidence. I think confidence is a good thing to have. I'd rather have it than not have it. Now, if you are struggling, here are 6 principles to remember on how to build confidence. Number 1 is, in addition to present performance, you also have the ability to look back, to jump into that mental time machine and go back to a time when you were confident, when you did put in the work, when you did succeed, and your body doesn't know what's the difference between what's real and what's not. And if you revisit those memories, you can start to build confidence. Another thing, the third P, so the first P is present performance. The second P is past performance. The third P is preparation. There's no substitute for being prepared for the moment. Your mind is always going to try to fill you with doubt, and it's going to try to question you, saying, did you do what it takes to be successful? Now, if you paid the price to be successful, you can look back at that thought and say, yes, I did everything I could to be successful. The fourth P are positive people. You want to surround yourself by people who will uplift you, who will build you, who will take you to the next level, who will push you, who will give you truth. Those are the people who will help build your confidence. The next P are productive thoughts, not necessarily positive thoughts, but productive thoughts. Sometimes when you pump yourself with these meaningless mantras like, I'm good, I'm great, but you really don't put in the work to be great, you really don't put in the work to be prepared, then you're going to be lying to yourself. What you want are productive thoughts. Thoughts like, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to focus on? How am I going to respond to this adversity? And then the last P is purpose. One way to build confidence is to have a burning why. When you know why you do what you do, you'll have more power to do it. And I think the last principle to remember is one of my favorite Russian proverbs. A bird can rest peacefully on a branch, not because of its trust or confidence in the branch, but because of its trust in its ability to fly. You might have confidence in your skills and your tactics, but the most important thing to have confidence in is your ability to overcome whatever adversity you face.
That is so powerful. Thanks again for dropping the knowledge bombs, Justin.